Hello everybody and welcome to English Grammar with Ameya sir. It's revision time and the topic for today is spot the error. Now this is one topic that goes beyond just the 9th, 10th standard, okay? This is applicable even for the competitive exams, banking exams, where you need fluent English, where you need grammatically perfect English. So you are asked to do this, spot the error, and you are required to rectify the sentence at times. So there will be lots to learn today. I'm sure you will enjoy doing this. You will have to spot the errors, if any, and then rectify. Of course, I will give away the answers, but you have to be honest when you leave your score in the comments. So let's dive straight into the topic for today, which is spot the error. And of course, every time when I read the question, it's recommended that you pause the video. I shall expect that you would do so, and only when you are ready with your answer should you continue. Okay, so what's the first question for spot the error? Before we go to the first sentence, let me tell you what kinds of errors are we talking about here. What are the kinds of errors that you could have? There can be a spelling error. There can be an error as far as the subject verb agreement is concerned. There could be a punctuation mistake that alters the meaning of the sentence altogether. There could be misarrangement of phrases here and there. There could be wrong use of words because there could be confusion regarding the homophones, something like that. So be alert and all the best. Okay, that's it then. Without further ado, let's get started with the very first one. There is a textbook entry. This is 10th standard Marathi medium, and the exercises correct the errors in the following sentences. Focus on verbs and subject. So they have clearly over here established that it's a subject verb disagreement. You will have to rectify. And it is at this point that you can pause the video, and whenever you're ready with the answers, you can resume. All right, I am now going to give the answers. So here is the first one. They say all children except Bholi was healthy and strong. The correct thing should be all children except Bholi were. Is it not? How can it be was? You're talking about children, it's plural, right? That's a mistake. The second one, since childhood, everyone will have calling her. No. Since childhood, everyone had been calling her Bholi, right? Third one, if girls goes to school. No, if girls go to school. If girls plural, so go to school. Next one, new clothes was never made. New clothes was never made. New clothes were never made for Boli. Next one, the garland were flung into the fire. The garland was. It's just one garland, is it not? Do you want to hear more? Do you want? It should be do you want to hear more? Next one, aren't that right? You should say isn't that right? I will teach us in the same school. Nah, I will teach in the same school. I have no doubt that you got all of them right. You can pause the video here. Allow me to go to our exercise now. There will be 10 sentences and please leave your score whether you got all of them right. Okay. First one then. Here is the first one. Smita was sitting beside her father for the concert. Well, it's even better if I don't read the questions or not. From the next one, I won't read the question. I hope you are ready. The answer is, there you go. Besides is the error. Smita was sitting beside her father for the concert. Guys, besides is apart from. So besides him, everybody was present. That means only he was absent. That's besides. Okay? Beside is next to, juxtaposition. Next to. So all you want here is the word beside, not besides. Did you get that right? Next one, please. I'm not going to read the questions. We've agreed on that. So, are you ready for it? So here is what is wrong with this. Yes, the word children's. What's that? Let the children's come to me? No, let the children come to me. Children itself is plural of child. You cannot add another S and say children's. By the way, apostrophe S is another thing, not for the plural. Okay, I'm sure you did that right. The third one, give it a proper thought. What do you think? I'm going to give you a clue for this one. We are using Indian English here, or as the word says, the British English here, not the American. That's a clue for you. All right, then the answer. We are looking at the infinitive form, to practice. So we want to plus verb form, and therefore it has to be practiced with SE and not CE. Guys, did you notice that? And if initially you hadn't noticed it, did you notice that once I gave you the clue? I'm sure after that clue must have helped a lot of people. Question 4. This is your fourth question. Read it carefully. Read it twice. What's wrong with this? All right, the answer is not once with O-N-E-S. It's O-N-C-E. Once. Okay? Once a site, not site. The site, the construction site or something. Site. S-I-T-E is what you want. There were a couple of errors. Guys, deduct half a mark if you got only one mistake. Wherever you have 2 mistakes, it's half mark each. Be honest in your correction. Question 5 then. What do you think about this one? Give it a proper thought. Are you ready? I'm going to show you the answer now. Again, a couple of errors. We saw a tree, bare, B-A-R-E. And the plural of a leaf is not leaves, it's leaves. L-E-A-V-E-S. Again, give yourself that 1 full mark only if you spotted both the errors. If you just spotted one, should kindly and very honestly deduct half a mark. Question 6. This is your question. What say about this? Careful. All right, here is your answer. It's never 8 years old. It's a hyphen noun. So 8-year-old. It's not 8 years old. Mind you, this is very important. The other one is rescued from. No, rescued from forced labor. Guys, it's very important. The hyphen nouns, you got to use a singular there. Another quick example that comes to my mind is $1 million question. Million is more than one, but it's never $1 million question. The question is $1 million question. Similarly, here it's 8-year-old girl, not 8 years old girl. Because it's a hyphen noun, that has to be singular. I'm sure you enjoyed that, guys. Did you get that right? Mention it in the comments. Question 7. What do you say about this? Honorable Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Sure you caught the mistake? Yes, there's that mistake. 102 ST. I can't even read that properly. It's good that I chose not to read the question. I wonder how I would have gone about reading this question. It's 102nd. It should be ND and written exponentially, by the way. Now, this is one line where I'm going to now take you to the whiteboard to teach you something important. There is an easy way to remember. Remember in the line there was 102 ST. It cannot be that way. The easiest way to remember this, guys, is to look at the spelling. Now, let's consider this one. F-I-R-S-T. It's always the last two that you add. So for this one, you are going to say first. And you add ST. Now, why you add ST? Take a proper look at what I'm saying. You add ST because ST is are the last 2 letters. So now that makes it very easy. If at all there is any confusion, now I'm going to just solve it for you. Look at this one. How do you write this? It's second. And then why do you add ND? Because those are the last 2 letters there. Have you noticed that? Let's continue with the third. And you would notice that it's written this way. Why do we write RD? Hey, because that's exactly what it is. Let's talk about the next one, which is fourth. And how do you write that? You write it this way. Hey, because TH, the last 2 letters. It's always interesting to note that it's actually not a reason to be confused all that much, but students do get confused and they end up writing something horrible like this. I don't know what thirst this is. So always be careful. I thought this is the right time to take you to the whiteboard. And now you've noticed and now you have known. The last two letters is what you always add. Be honest and leave in the comments if this was something interesting and something that you actually heard for the first time. All right, now on to the question number 8. This is your question. What do you say about this? By the way, there could be a googly, a trick question, meaning that there probably would not be any error. Do you think this is a one? All right, your answer? Yes. Not diagnosed from, it's diagnosed with. Stephen Hawking was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. It's a neural disease where you slowly start losing control over your muscles, and unfortunately he was diagnosed with ALS. All right, the next question, question 9. This is the penultimate question. I've taught you this word, you remember? Second last is penultimate. What's your question? Question is, not going to read it, right? Are you ready? Be honest. Here is the answer. Guys, there were a couple of errors here. Be honest. Did you notice both? Did you notice both? A spelling mistake accidentally, and you might have accidentally missed out on accidentally. Let me know. Okay, so accidentally is actually ACCIDENTALLY, and it's not sister-in-laws. The laws don't increase. If you have two of them, it's two sisters-in-law, not sister-in-laws. That S is to sisters, not for the laws. Careful there. Did you enjoy that? And the last but not the least, the ultimate one. This is your question. Something that we all Indians should be proud of. Okay, the answer, I think this one is very simple. Yes, it cannot be Nobel, N-O-B-L-E. It's Nobel Prize, N-O-B-E-L. And that was in 2014. All right, as usual, I'm going to ask you, did you spot all the errors? I'm sure you did. Guys, it's very important that you do this all honestly and sincerely. And I'm very happy to bring out, all these revision sections, and we are doing a good job with it. At least your feedback suggests that. We'll keep improving though. So let me know whether you got all of them right. Leave your score, or as usual, you preferred mode, you can email. We will meet again soon. We'll carry forward this revision. I enjoyed presenting these spot the error examples. There are more examples, so we will deal with part 2 or part 3 also maybe. We will meet again soon. Up until that time, keep learning, keep growing. Take care. Bye.